I'm Molly Pesci, and this is Barnes & Noble Tagged. Most of us put our books about experiments away after high school science. Not so for A.J. Jacobs. He has continued to experiment his entire life about his life. We'll find out how he does it when he tells us about his latest book, The Guinea Pig Diaries. A.J. Jacobs is making a living out of living. In his first best-selling book, The Know-It-All, one man's humble quest to become the smartest person in the world, he read the entire Encyclopedia Britannica. In Jacobs' second bestseller, The Year of Living Biblically, one man's humble quest to follow the Bible as literally as possible, he did his best to live by the 10 Commandments and other rules of the Bible. This included not cutting his beard and stoning adulterers. He has continued to live the life of others and write about it at Esquire magazine. And he is here today to tell us about his latest book, The Guinea Pig Diaries, My Life as an Experiment. A.J. Jacobs, you've been tagged. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for tagging me. I'm honored.
We're thrilled. So, the question is, should I be calling you Mr. Know-It-All? That was your first book, correct?
Well, that one was, I read the entire encyclopedia from A to Z, 44 million words. So I started with Aak, by the way, which is a type of South Korean music. And I went to Ziviech, which, I don't want to ruin the ending. In case you haven't read it.
Do you feel like you've retained it?
Well, I think I've probably forgotten 95% of it, but there's 5% is still rattling around in there.
So you've upped the ante here with the Guinea Pig Diaries.
Now this is, I'm a human guinea pig is the idea. And I love to do these experiments on myself, and I love those two previous projects. And this one was sort of taking it to a new level and experimenting with every part of my life, my marriage, and fame and honesty, and see how I could improve my life or make it worse.
Which one do you think was the most eye-opening?
Unitasking, which is the opposite of multitasking, because I am so distracted, or at least I was, and I think our society is completely ADD, and this was my attempt to regain my focus by only doing one thing at a time. Like, just talking on the phone. When was the last time you actually had a phone conversation where you didn't do the answer email or do the crossword puzzle? It changed the way I thought. It changed the way I acted. And it was really eye-opening. I mean, we need to do this because we are so distracted.
And I have to ask you about posing naked.
My day job is Esquire magazine. I'm an editor at Esquire magazine. And we asked the actress Mary Louise Parker,
whom I love.
She's wonderful. We asked her to pose nude because that's what my boss requested. And she said that she would, but only if the editor of the article also posed nude, to see what he was putting her through, to learn about the objectification and what it feels like to pose nude. So I told my boss, and he said, take off your pants and get in front of the camera. So that's what I did, and it was probably one of the most humiliating experiences of my life. I was completely nude, and they had all of these photographers' assistants wandering around, these very attractive young women, and they had absolutely no interest in me. I was like, I could be like a piece of wicker furniture. So it was doubly hard on my ego. On this show, we're going to be talking about ebooks. So tell me, Mr. Know-It-All, did you realize that the Guinea Pig Diaries is available as an ebook? That's great to know. I did not know that. So what do you think about them? Well, I could have used them when I was reading the encyclopedia, because those things were heavy. Each volume was like 4 pounds. So, did you try carrying around? I can see you on the subway. Oh yeah, I was carrying around. I mean, I did build up the biceps a little. That was the only physical positive. The book is called The Guinea Pig Diaries. AJ, so great to meet you, and the book is so much fun. Oh, I had a great time being here. Thanks for having me. Here's a tagged close-up. You've heard the buzz, and it is all true. A few months ago, Barnes & Noble started offering thousands of books as digital downloads. I've got several ebooks on my iPhone right now, and I love it. Folks everywhere are finding out it's a great way to always have a book right at your fingertips.
At barnesandnoble.com, you can download the software for free by going to bn.com/ebooks. Now, you are ready to buy ebooks and read them on a wide range of platforms, including the iPhone and iPod Touch, BlackBerry, smartphones, as well as most Windows and Mac computers. Barnes & Noble's ebook store is offering its customers seamless access to a fantastic selection of titles, and bestsellers are just $9.99. When getting started, you will have the opportunity to download free ebooks, including James Patterson's First Maximum Ride and even classics like Little Women. In addition, users will have the added convenience afforded by true ebook portability, allowing them to access their ebooks from any of their ebook software-equipped devices. For example, they can shift from reading their ebook from a smartphone while commuting to a laptop at bedtime. Ebooks are simple, affordable, and convenient for everyone. I know I am finding my favorite authors on ebooks and enjoying them even more. And that's our tagged close-up. Every week, we take a look at the new offerings in the world of books. And this week, E is the word, as in ebooks. This is a great way to get caught up on a popular series, jump into some classics, or download the hottest books as soon as they are available. And here are my top ebook tags for this week. Staying Alive as my number 5 tag is Dead Until Dark, the first in the Sookie Stackhouse series by Charlaine Harris. You probably know someone obsessed with Sookie Stackhouse or the HBO show True Blood, based on the books. Well, with ebooks, you can join in the supernatural frenzy in just a few easy clicks. Simmering as my number 4 tag is Julie and Julia by best-selling author Julie Powell. The hit movie, based on the book, has stirred up a new appetite for Julie Powell's true story of 524 days of cooking the recipes from Julia Child's cookbook out of her small Queens apartment. So, now you can conveniently download the book and cook, along with Julie and Julia. Taking a bullet from my number 3 tag is the new bestseller in the President's Secret Service, behind the scenes with the agents in the line of fire and the presidents they protect. Download this book and do your own covert reading of interviews with more than 100 current and former Secret Service agents who revealed their secrets for the first time. Elementary, my dear Watson, at number 2, The Complete Sherlock Holmes, Volume 1 by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. You know, when the Robert Downey Jr. version of Sherlock hits the movie theaters this holiday season, everyone is going to be scrambling for the book. So, get a head start by downloading this Barnes & Noble Classics edition about one of the world's first and most famous sleuths. Finding its way to my number 1 tag is The Lost Symbol, the absolutely hottest book of the year by Dan Brown of the Da Vinci Code fame. No need to stand in line or wait by your mailbox. With just a few clicks, you can have The Lost Symbol the moment it is available. And those are my top ebook tags for this week. Hey, look at this. Top 5 tags and H.A. Jacobs' The Guinea Pig Diaries right here on one iPhone. I would say that is a pretty erific way to read. I think I'll begin with In the President's Secret Service. Prologue. All eyes were on the new president and the First Lady. See you next time on Barnes & Noble Tagged.